Hello and welcome back to the Lincoln Loco 3. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to today's big derby rival day. It's not really a derby, but I've made it a derby. It's the Lapatra Derby. Today we are taking on Real Sporting Gijon, the team who own Alex Lapatra. Alex Lapatra, who has been on loan with us several times over the past couple of seasons. However, they keep recalling him every single time because apparently we're never playing him in the right position, although we always say centre-back, so I don't know what they're playing at. So we have a bit of a rivalry with Gijon because of this man. So Alex Lapatra, we are hopefully going to win you over today. The most annoying thing about it actually is that he's playing for the B team right now, Real Sporting Gijon B, as you can see. But according to his reports, he's good enough to play in the division we're currently in right now, where we're playing Sporting Gijon. So I don't know why he's not playing for their first team. It makes it even more infuriating that we can't have him. He's even just signed a new contract with them as well for like a long-term contract. So, I mean, Alex Lapatra, you're wasting your time there. We're also playing Alaves today as well, but that's not interesting. We don't care about that. We just want to beat Gijon. Since you were last here for the 1-0 win against Celta Vigo B and the 2-0 win against Cordoba, we have been inconsistent, I must say. We started off with our first loss of the season, a 2-0 loss to Eibar, unfortunately, until JD Meakin scored the only goal of the game against Real Oviedo to get us back to winning ways. October was not a particularly fun month. 4 games played, only 1 goal scored by Timo Wolf in a 1-0 win over Leganes. The other results, a 1-0 loss to Tenerife, 3-0 to Almeria and 1-0 to Valencia, were not ideal. November, though, that has been a little bit better. We've now not lost for 4 games in a row. We had 2 draws in there, 1-1 with Lugo and 1-1 with Fuenlabrada, and we have had 2 wins in there as well. 4-2 Deportivo and 2-0 I can't say the name. I really struggle with it. Extremadura. I don't know why I struggle with it, but it's just the name that I seem to struggle with. The last 2 games we have played, Raul Jr. scored his first 2 goals of the season. It's taken him quite a while to get going, so he's finally scored his 2 goals there. Hopefully, we'll get him in a run of games now to score some goals. Oh wait, we can't because he's now injured, which is rather frustrating. Where is he? Where's his injury stuff? I've changed the skin slightly, so everything's kind of changed a little bit. I need to get... It's not fitness because fitness is already... Is that... Oh, no, is it fitness? No, that's the same thing there. There's a little injury thing up here. He's injured for another 2 weeks or so, which is a bit annoying. So as we head into the game against Sporting Gijon, this is the lineup. Dekene in goal with a slightly different backline. Zarate, Dominguez, Cahinde and Dio Garcia are playing there. Dominguez is playing right now because where is he? Diego is ineligible to play for this game because he is from Gijon. However, I wasn't going to play Diego this game anyway because he has been quite poor. A 6.4 in his recent 5 games. I've decided to give Dominguez a go at the back instead to see if he plays any better. Same with Zarate actually. Zarate is only just coming back into the lineup. You saw him play last episode, but off camera, Ethan Britt has been playing quite a few games because Zarate wasn't playing particularly well, but has found some form again since I swapped them back over. Robbo starts in that CDM position. Actually, his first game back since he had a bit of a long-term injury out for a month or so. So Robbo back in the team. Julio Iglesias is also playing. I'm having a bit of trouble with the playmakers. If we look down here to John is meant to be technically the best player in the squad. However, he has got the lowest average rating of a 6.26 in his previous 5 games. So I've dropped him for Julio Iglesias. I said when we signed him, oh, maybe it's the son of Enrique Iglesias or something like that. Turns out Enrique Iglesias' dad was a singer called Julio Iglesias. I'm only 23, all right? You know, some things are before my time, and I'm sorry. But we do have Enrique Iglesias' dad playing for us as an advanced playmaker, but no one can really sort of make that position work for them right now. So maybe we need to change the role of that a little bit heading into future games. Scott Marshall plays alongside him as that box-to-box midfielder with Raul Zabalaga on the right, Timo Wolf on the left, and JD Meakin with 3 goals to his name so far this season, leading the line. So kickoff is upon us here today. I've changed the skin ever so slightly, as you can see. It's the updated version of TCS, which I have been using. If you Google TCS skin, the latest version comes up. So it is slightly different. You can see the scoreboard is slightly different as well, as JD Meakin scores a superb goal to get us underway here away from home at Gijon. Fantastic goal from him there. And that's why we're playing him at the moment ahead of Raul Jr., who just can't really get the rub of the green. This could be Raul Jr.'s worst season so far, which is very unfortunate, but it's a great chip there. I mean, it's like a curled chip finesse shot. I'm not quite sure how to describe that. It's just very, very good. Highlight straight from kickoff, which is not ideal. The thing we do need to be careful with particularly people like Robbo and particularly people like JD Meakin who are in the side right now is that we don't overplay them. They're both very, very young, 16, 17 years old. That's an even better goal than JD Meakin's goal, to be fair. Pedro Diaz saw JD Meakin score at the end of the pitch and thought, I can do that better. And he he has done. As I was saying though, because they are so young, Robbo, JD Meekin and a few other players in and around the first team, we can't be playing them week in, week out, because it's just going to hinder their developments more than aid their development if they play too much, from what I know about player development at least. I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. You've got to be very careful with the amount of game time you give young players, and I think maybe that's where we went a little bit wrong with Raul Jr. I think, yes, he does score incredible goals and scores plenty of them as well, but I think he could have been a lot better if we hadn't played him so frequently from such a young age. I think if we give him a little bit more time to develop organically, you know, maybe only play him half the season rather than the full season, he might have fared a little better in the long term and maybe would have developed a little better. I don't know, but it's one of those things, and potentially, you know, with hindsight, we maybe overplayed him when he was too young. Think Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney, he played far too much when he was too young. By the time he was like mid to late 20s, he was not really so good anymore, and United fans wanted him gone, hence he went to, you know, Everton and then the MLS and things like that. I genuinely think if Rooney hadn't been overplayed so much when he was a teenager, he would still be at the top level right now, I would imagine. But it's one of those things, isn't it? As JD Meekin gives us the lead once again. This is the thing. If they keep scoring goals, though, you just want to play them. But we've got to be careful with him, particularly because Meeks is still 16 years old. I have just given him a new contract, by the way. A new contract. I think he's got an £11.25 million minimum fee release clause in there. I went in with one contract negotiation, wanted to get him on £20 million minimum fee release clause, which he instantly rejected, just like Gijon are rejecting us going in front in this game. So I had to offer him a new contract instead a little bit later down the line, and 11.25 is what we agreed on. Obviously, you know, we could do the whole glitch thing where you can just put any minimum fee release clause in there, but I do feel like that is against the spirit of the game a little bit, at least in my opinion, and I'd rather not use it in this game. So Gijon have pegged us back every time we've gone in front in this game, and just before half time there's a highlight going in their favour. Could they peg us back this time and take the lead? Maybe not, because Dio Garcia gets it up to Meeks, who heads it on to Zubilaga. Zubilaga shoots from distance, and I'm not entirely sure what he thought he was going to get from that. So half-time 2-2, a very entertaining first half there, I must say. We are slightly ahead in the XG. Yes, we are slightly ahead in the XG, so you know, really we should be winning this game, but it is still very, very close. I've also realised that I've not organised this properly yet. I organised it on the stream save, which was going very, very well. Not very well at all. I'm nearly getting sacked at Fiorentina. It's going well from a viewpoint that you guys are really enjoying it on the stream saves, but from the point of view of me as a manager, I think I could be getting sacked within the first season at Fiorentina. It is not going particularly well. I think we're sitting 15th, 13th in the table or something like that, and the aim is to win the league, obviously, so not great. If you do want to catch the streams, there's a link down below to twitch.tv/TomFM. Follow me on there, and I'm live every Thursday, Tuesday, and I'll set it in a weird order. Tuesday, Thursdays, and probably most weekends as well, but we always sort of don't know about weekends until the actual weekend comes around as Gijon. Oh, you hate to see it have scored. Gijon looking to come forward again. I think we need to make some changes in this game in a second. Although JD Meekin gets a great interception there. He's now one-on-one with the keeper. Can he put this away for his hat-trick? He can put it away for his hat-trick. What a great display today from Meeks. So instantly pegging Gijon back after they pegged us back twice in this game. It's 3-3 with 20 minutes or so to go in today's game. Let's take Timo Wolf off for Daz Finley. And also, Scott Marsh not the best game out there either. Let's bring Unai Zabala on, who's not played much at all this season. And again, it's like the midfield just don't do much, really. Robbo on a 6.3. Zarate on a 6.1. Let's bring Gazzalucci on instead at left back. See if he can just create something down that left-hand side of the pitch for us. Although, looking at the match stats, I've just seen Sporting Gijon have had 15 shots today. We've had 6 shots. So we are overperforming massively right now. Gijon probably do, on the balance of play, maybe deserve the 3 points today, but we're doing ever so well to not concede another goal. Oof, very, very well not to concede another goal, even though that was offside, actually. That was a great opportunity for Gijon. 10 minutes to go. Come on, let's... Oh, that's another close chance for Gijon. I feel like there's going to be a 90th minute goal in this game somewhere. I'm not sure who it's going to be for, but there's going to be a 90th minute goal for someone. Mark my words. I guarantee it. If there's not, I will delete my YouTube channel. I can edit that bit out. It's fine. I can edit that bit out. So in the end, a 3-3 draw. I must say, a rather entertaining game, that one. Although I wish we were winning it 4-3 instead. Obviously, this is the second time now we've conceded more than 2 goals in a game. Last season, we only conceded more than 2 goals in a game once in the entire season. A flat back 5 is really, really solid defensively. Really solid. And if I'm honest with you, well, we're still 7th in the table right now. I think I forgot to show the table earlier on. Apologies for that again. But we are 7th in the table right now, which is still really, really good. But last season, I feel like we were in a similar position at a similar sort of stage of the season before we dropped down quite a long way. O'Neill Jr. picks up the Gibraltar National League Player of the Month for scoring 9 goals in 4 games. O'Neill is a frustrating player because, I mean, he's got 21 goals in 13 appearances for the B team right now, which is insane. But he just can't do that for us or in Spain at all, because he was playing the 4th division of Spain last season for a little bit. Only scored 1 goal. But it's frustrating. Despite his 21 goals so far, Europa FC are still dominating the league. They just are too good, Europa FC. They're the team that always get Champions League football. They're the team that get all the money from it and they can reinvest that into players. So they're always going to be number 1 in the league, no matter what we sort of do with the B team, I think. So his Alaves game is going to be particularly difficult. They're currently 2nd in the table, so they've had a good start to the season. And I'm tempted, actually, to switch up the formation as Zavala wants to play more games. Andre, can you just talk to him, please, and just tell him he's not going to start more games? And of course, he dropped his lack of football concern. Someone in the Discord actually was saying that Andre, he must bring the players into a room and just show them photos of their family and just give them a look. And then they just drop all their concerns. If you're not in the Discord, by the way, link down in the description to join up to the Discord. There's over 500 of you guys in there now, and we just talk about Football Manager, the Lincoln Loco, life, all sorts of stuff, so get yourselves in there. Anyway, as I was about to say before I went onto the Discord tangent, because we're playing 2nd in the table today, I think it might be worthwhile switching up formations. I'll be honest, I think I have been a bit dogmatic this season by not switching this up a little bit. I feel like we should be utilising this formation that we played last season a little more. So for me, what I want to do is take Robbo off the pitch for, if we can find him, Cesar, so he can come on the pitch instead. In fact, maybe Diego should be the one to come on the pitch instead. Yeah, let's bring Diego on for Dominguez, although Dominguez has played not brilliantly. So let's bring Diego back on instead. Everyone else looks kind of okay to play, so we'll stick with that. We'll go to the formation that we tried last season. It did work relatively well defensively, because I think Alaves will beat us unless we try something a little different. So let's give it a go. So if we can get a 0-0 draw today against Alaves, I would be very, very happy. I feel like we can do that, and I feel like we should be able to do that today with a flat back 5, because it is so difficult to score past a flat back 5. Unless, of course, Scott Marshall gets sent off. He hasn't been sent off, luckily. I thought that was a foul. Instead, Alaves still come forward, and I can guarantee they're going to score now. Literally, as I'm saying, you can't score past a flat back 5. Why does this always happen? It genuinely does. If you go back the past 2 seasons, go back to the individual times where I've said, oh, we're not going to concede now. Literally, 10 seconds later, we always concede. It's literally a curse. Okay, so we're 1-0 down, and if we lose this game, then maybe you guys can have a go at me in the comment section for being too fluid and changing things too often by changing formations. We should have stuck with what we had. You never know. That's the thing. You just never know. As Alaves go into the break 1-0 up. It's been a much closer game, though, this one. I've just seen the shot highlights, or the shot stats, I should say. We've had 2 shots to their 5 shots, so it's been a much closer game as I thought we might win a penalty there or something like that, because it didn't seem like a very good highlight. The corner is coming. Can we get someone's noggin on the end of it? No, we can't. Romero, the keeper, collects that one, and the highlight finishes. I'm not quite sure what that highlight was for. Also, good to see a packed out stadium here of 2,226. Of course, at the end of this season, our new stadium gets finished and completed, which is fantastic. That'll be 8,000 seats available to us. Julio Iglesias not playing particularly well. Andre Schutigel, on you come instead. I want to see how you get on there as that creative player out there. Let's also bring Josho on for Diego, who's not had a particularly good game as well. 15 minutes or so to go. Let's go attacking. Let's shout demands more. Let's at least get a draw out of this game, boys, as Andre Schutigel on the ball, plays it into Scott Marshall, back to Schutigel, some nice triangles. Meeks into Timo Wolf. Can he get it back to... Oh, I can't quite get it back to Meeks. Ball out to Dio Garcia is a great one. Into Zubalaga. Zubalaga, Meeks. Meeks scored. Amazing stuff. His 4th of today's episode. In fact, all 4 goals scored by Meeks today. Brilliant stuff. 12 minutes to go in this game. Come on, boys. I believe in us. Let's say we can't do more shouts. Okay, that's a bit annoying, but we've said demand more. Come on, let's get one right at the end of this game. If we don't, I'll delete my channel. Again, I can always edit that bit out, can't I? Always edit it out. 1-1 then in the end, and actually that is a pretty decent result against an Alaves side who could have gone top of the table today with a victory. So we've done very well there. We do drop down to 8th in the table, but I don't mind that too much. We're 3 points clear of 9th place Cordoba. But we're already looking at we're actually still technically in a playoff place right now because Valencia and Barcelona B, of course, the B teams of Valencia and Barcelona can't get promoted. So that's why we're currently in a playoff position in 8th place right now. If Villarreal and Celta Vigo B could do their jobs as well and get themselves into like the top 4, then it'd be really handy for us because we could finish quite low down the table and still have a chance of getting promoted. Right, so next episode, we're going to come back in January. We've got winter break coming up pretty soon, but I do want to play against Cadiz and Elche next episode. So thank you so much for watching today's episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. And of course, if you have done, drop a like on the video for me, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and I will see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.